can't decide. I want like a. Oh, I didn't want to pop that out. So like when people follow, it says, you know, so and so joined the Crow Storm.
Yeah.
I wanted a different one for subbed, but I can't think of anything right away. Like, the pop-up is the suck emote. I don't know if that helps or hurts your creativity. I was gonna go deep suck, but like, this is supposed to be a semi-professional organization, you know.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. We don't have like a club name. We're ill prepared for this, all things considered. I doubt anyone will sub, but you know, if they wanted to.
All right, while we're waiting on people, I think my other dog is just straight up lost and doesn't know where I am. So let me go.
Okay. I'm loading game 1, so no worries.
All right. I'll still have to do it.
If anyone's alive out in chat and you have an idea as well, very open to suggestions, as I have no real idea.
Yeah, the old dog, the doggos are getting blind and deaf, so they're lost frequently.
Poor things. Oh, this is already going to be a special game. All right. Oh, that might have been too many button presses for it. Did I freeze the game? I think I did. Yep. It is completely frozen. Alright. Well,
Thanks, Rito.
Thanks, Rito. Yeah, loaded in to like 6 seconds. Was just like, alright, we're gonna hit backspace N, P, you know, and it just only took one of those suggestions apparently and then died.
Alright, I don't even remember where to go for this anymore. I got the raffle, obviously.
See Riot Games League of Legends game.
They moved it.
Yeah, it's much shorter than it used to be, which is
right.
nice.
I was sitting there like going through like rads and solutions and shit again. I'm like, that's not how this used to be. Hey bud, that's her food. That's your food.
Do they have different food, or is it just equally dispersed between them?
He gets slightly larger dog. His also has a slightly stronger dose of CBD oil in it. Because he's got aches and pains and... Well, it's like kind of adorable hearing him grunt and groan. It's also like really sad hearing him grunt and groan.
Yeah, for sure.
Drag the raffle onto the shortcut, yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. The first try it said a critical error has occurred, and I'm like,
sometimes it says that and then it loads anyway, and I've never understood that one, but... okay, everyone, listen up. We're gonna go with hopped off their post for the sub. Oh, I can run a 60-second ad break. I have all of the power.
hell yeah.
Man, I haven't streamed on my own channel since they added these extra buttons, I guess.
Right, I have a few times, and I'm just like, I almost don't even want to run an ad because like
No, I have no desire to run ads, and if you get mid-roll ads because they're testing shit, I am so fucking sorry. Please install ad blocker because I don't want that. But like, yeah, if if we just had a bunch of random people watching our RotM fight night, maybe just run one in between games. Just
yeah, right. Now, that would make sense because like you've got a decent. Yeah.
But yeah, if it's just the 5 to 10 of us here watching RotM Plat game from last week, no, why? That doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad that they stopped their mid-roll ad testing. I hope it never comes back. Okay, I need to set up a scoreboard real quick, and then I'll actually be good. DAG's like yellow, right? It's like Azir on their logo.
To be fair, I have not paid attention to the league this year.
It's the same as last. They were a team last split.
Did not pay attention last split either.
Okay, I think they're yellow. I'm gonna go with yellow. I guess I could look it up. Not like anything's preventing me from doing that.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, they're yellow, mainly yellow, red, white.
Yeah, in terms of that, most of what I've done is just I saved everybody's logos into a folder. So I've got logos going back like 3 years, which is pretty cool. But oh yeah, that's very yellow. Is it supposed to be Azir? I don't think so. He's got wings. I don't know, man.
What's the diamond next to your name? You're a VIP child.
Haha, yeah. Oh, it says I have infinite channel points. Oh, I didn't even think that. Oh yeah, that's just a thing that exists now. Alright, well. It's Maris, like usual. I just live on this stream, apparently. Do you want to do a game?
I'm ready to do a game, I think. Yep.
Okay. Alright, welcome officially, ladies and gentlemen, to the newly affiliated Return of the Middle Stick stream. I'm Meristematic. With me is Wing Nation today to save me from solo cast hell. So thank you. Number one.
Yeah. Thanks for casting on like the spur of the moment. Like that game's like, hey, you might want to watch this one.
Yeah, I think it was like, other than fight night, it was like 4 or 5 solo casts in a row, and you can hear me start to lose my mind as you listen to the games, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is both of the Platinum games, or all 3. It's the whole series of Platinum games from this week. No spoilers here.
Yeah, haha, yeah.
So yeah, if you're ready, we'll go ahead and start it.
Alright, yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I'll take these awful names. On the blue side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars for game number 1, it's going to be Divine Ascension Gaming. Cavern of Souls in the top lane, playing Camille. Some weeb in the jungle, Yoko Kurama, potentially. Playing Echo, JDK in mid on Twisted Fate. 16 JP and Cool Clone in the bottom lane, playing Senna and Swain.
And our usual heroes, we got Return of the Middle Sticks Plat on the red health bars today. We've got Liposuction Lane in the top lane on the Invade, on the Poopy, on the Poppy.
Aikato's in a little bit of trouble here. Gold card after the hook shot, and he's going to go down for first blood because he doesn't have flash.
He's an Ignite Smite gamer, baby. Speaking of that, so yeah, as we just saw, Aikato is on the Graves in the jungle. X-Gray is on the Corki in the mid lane. And we've got currently Cockman Suda for the last time, and Black Salt on the Ash Nautilus lane. Never seen that one before.
Yeah, can we get an F or an 07 in the chat for Cockman Suda?
Lost but not forgotten. Placed by some Karista.
Karista. Calm down there, Winged Nation.
God damn it.
Anyway, it looks like we're setting up for a late invade onto the red buff of the enemy team. Oh, it gets pinged out immediately. They're still going to stick around. They know all 5 are here. Yeah, he's still going to get pinned into the wall. Why would you stay? They're on a
surely
ward.
They're not going to do it. I don't know.
It's kind of weird because that Championship Ash model looks kind of like the Graves model. Like, they're both kind of blue and carrying guns. Yeah. So yeah, that's a successful counter invade. I don't have a whole lot more to say. Liposuction Lane got that kill, which is pretty cool. So
Yep,
both
and
top
he
laners
did-
even that up.
Right, he did have to teleport back, so he didn't miss any XP up there. So that's always like the risk of the slight invade, is it might come back to hurt you. Also,
Aikido is not gonna win that trade. I'm used to
So,
more solid looking gameplay, but it looked like X-Craze wasn't on the same page there.
I get that he was just basically just trying to ruin the laning experience there for JDK, but that's a little too deep there, bud. You're are you playing the game? Are you feeling sick? You still okay? Do we need to send Maris back over?
No flame. Kind of interesting. We haven't had a break yet. It's a farming Swain with the support Senna with the Spectral Sickle, just a lot of S's in the bot lane. But yeah, I don't know. Do you feel like that's how you would expect that lane, or do you think support Swain with a farming Senna would be a little better?
This was on 10.19, right?
Yeah. It's on current patch, whatever current patch.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, duh. Otherwise, we're not going off of a video. So yeah, I would probably play the lane this way as well. I'd probably do it with support Senna, or like.
Oh, the hook though from Black Salt gets pulled in a little bit by Cool Clone, but that's a lot of damage from Cockman Suda and Black Salt. They'll get the dual lane kill.
Nicely done. But yeah, going back to this lane, this is probably how I would do it. Hulk and I have been running a bunch of Swain cheese lanes, and like we haven't done anything since he's been moving on the current patch actually, so he doesn't have internet. But prior to that,
another
we've been
hook
the other
from Black
direction.
Salt. Oh, he's been. We've gotten the pleasure of watching a couple of Black Salt games the last couple of days. He is, I think he's scripting. Like, he just doesn't miss hooks on Nautilus. To be fair, it's a big hitbox, but
it's a very big hitbox. And I feel like there's only like a couple different versions of Black Salt. There's the I'm missing literally everything, or I'm missing nothing. Right now he's on point.
Yeah, mid jungle 2v2 going off. X-Craze is going to fall. The flash away from JDK, but the ignite from Aikido will take that kill. And Yoko Kurama forced away. And another hook, 100% accuracy on that as Cool Clone's forced to flash away. But now a little bit of damage being returned from the Ayasaron. 16 JP. Probably should shorten that to JP. Just layering in a little bit of damage in return. So Aikido, they won that, I guess won in quotation marks, that mid-jungle 2v2, because he got the extra momentum to go into the red side jungle. Now he's looking for the dive bottom. They have to be really careful about this. Aikido's the only one with a super girthy health bar right now. Lane is just going to fight with Cavern of Souls, which is a super weird name that we haven't even gotten to touch on yet. Wait, why is he trying to contest? Okay. I was really worried for a second that he was going to go in and try to contest the buckler and just die for the buckler, which is not a good trade. Oh, Lane's going for it. The flash E misses the hammer shock, though. The buckler, not enough damage, and he'll die to the tower. JDK teleports in bottom lane with the TF ult, but Cockman Suda and Black Salt able to escape.
Unlucky. That if the Swain was actually just a few like units further ahead, that's a dead Ash there. Just was not in range for the passive yoink.
So 4-3. It's a small early gold lead. Oh, never mind. We're even in gold, but it's a small kill lead for Divine Ascension Gaming. Most of the difference, it looks like, is going to be small CS lead in the bottom lane, all things considered, and then a pretty big one opening up in the jungle for Aikido.
Yeah, even with like the couple unintended resets there, definitely outpacing the Echo. Graves generally, I mean, Echo's got a decent clear, but it doesn't really pick up until he hits his runic spike, I feel.
Okay, so Cavern of Souls went back and got Tiamat, which I actually don't like. So it's a lane that he's going to struggle in regardless, right? I
Right.
think you need more burst potential, and you need the ability to be able to freeze the wave, because if you can ever freeze and farm, you'll be in a good spot. But now he's forced to perma-shove because the Tiamat, which means the Echo's going to have to either be on his side of the map a lot, or he's going to get ganked by Aikedo, or, he's just going to deny himself farm with the Tiamat.
Yeah. Do you think? So since you're talking burst, are you thinking just like skipping straight into Sheen?
Yeah,
Or-
Sheen or Phage would be better IMO. Because you can see he would do fine in the trades with that Sheen, might even have already won that. That's a really good keeper's verdict, though, to keep lane alive. Aikedo goes ahead, and I believe that's a solo on the Dragon. So objectives across the map for RotM.
Yeah. Swain's only picked up like 6 farm. I mean, I guess they're collecting a wave right now. It was like, there's no way like, I know it's hard to farm as Swain, but like, now you're just like throwing yourself behind 20-some farm. So one thing, since like I said, Hulk and I have been doing a bunch of Swain cheese lanes here recently. So
A little dive here, Yoka Kurama looking for liposuction lane. He'll get really low. The Hammer Shock doing a lot of damage. Cavernous Souls can't take an extra tower shot. They'll have to escape. So nobody died, but a lot of pressure being applied to lane. They could look for a redive potentially. Not fancying it. Yoka Kurama has the health bar. They could definitely do it, but somehow they spot Aikedo out behind everything. He'll just quick draw over the wall at some point.
right. Did we even mention
Or he'll
that
kill
Echo
them.
has phase rush?
No.
Yeah. So Echo has phase rush for some reason.
Oh, the hook, though. Black Salt, they're still looking for it. Just blown up the collateral damage from Aikedo. End of the line, and the Ignite going to be enough, but Kakme and Suda dies to the turret.
Alright, going back, like, well, okay, so I guess where do we
Alright,
go
tell
back?
me about the Swain
Typing
lane.
puzzles.
Yeah.
Okay, Swain lane. Okay, so after a bunch of testing, I feel like Rod absolutely sucks balls on Swain. Get yourself a GLP first. The CDR and the guaranteed E off
Oh,
of
the package.
Nice pickaxe, guys.
He missed the package, but it doesn't matter because he's got more than enough burst damage. TF is porting somewhere. Where? He ported, like, in place.
Did he get stunned out of it?
No, he just, like, he ported... You can't see this. He ported from here to here. Like, he could have walked... whatever. It's fine. That's a good collapse from X-Craze and Liposuction Lane to deny the Rift Herald and get 2 kills for themselves.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to ask it. He's got a lot of mana now, but that doesn't help
Right.
you farm, and you're already being pretty pressured by Ash Nautilus, so I think you just need some AP. I think the GLP feels pretty natural. I could even see an argument for Ludens, maybe not a great argument, but I could see one.
It's such a strong one-item spike, in which you can chain stuff with your Senna. Like, I actually value GLP over Ludens.
Kakme and Suda forced to flash away. Cool Clone just chasing him down. We'll get him with the Bird Bomb. Yeah, when everybody's separated, the Ash is probably the weakest of the 4 people, unfortunately, at this point. But he'll start stacking up once he gets that Blade of the Ruined King finished. Still has ult. Maybe hit 6, like, right before dying. But
Right, I think his stopwatch was available, maybe?
I don't know
Yeah.
that even really helps,
Right,
to be honest.
might
Black
play-
Salt's in mid. This is a really good roam. JDK is just fucking dead. There's no other real way to phrase that one. Cavern of Souls and Yoka Kurama looking for the counter gank. They'll go ahead and take down X-Craze. Black Salt should be able to walk his way out of here. He's a pretty beefy boy. So yeah, it was a good roam by Black Salt, and then immediately answered by a good counter roam by Cavern of Souls. Yoka Kurama just has to chrono break to get out of there. Can't contest that Scuttle Crab against Aikedo and Black Salt.
Soul Tracker here, Senna has 31 souls, if I'm seeing that right, already?
Oh, the big brain lane! I don't think he gets the solo kill, but he put down the Hammer Shock on the wall, and then dared Camille to go ahead and hookshot to it, and she did, and got hit by the second blast of the Hammer Shock, which, for non-poppy enthusiasts, it does % health damage on the second hit, not the first one. So you really want to bop him with the second part. Lane's still going for this trade. Yeah, that was just so badly misplayed. And then he went Stinger. Why does he have Stinger first? Whatever.
Right, the attack speed doesn't do... It helps him shove even faster, man. I don't know.
Aikedo sometime in the line got Rift Herald, so they're going to drop that mid and get a bunch of gold for themselves here. Off of first break. And things are looking... I was going for a pun and then I lost it. Anyway, more fighting in bottom lane. That was a ridiculous amount of healing. Just the summoner heal plus the piercing darkness. Black Salt's in a little bit of trouble, forced to Spider-Man away. Teleport in from Twisted Fate as he's zooming in, hits the gold card onto Karasuda. They'll pull him in, but Black Salt gets out to safety. Just sacrifices a carry for himself. A true support. Aikedo in a little bit of trouble now after the Destiny will come in to allow JDK to gain another 6 inches toward his objective. Cavern of Souls comes in, hook shots onto X-Craze. He's forced to avoid the Eye of Sauron, and much like Frodo, successfully does.
Yeah, so I haven't really had a chance to analyze anything, because it's just like, everyone's pulling triggers nonstop.
It's a RotM game. Let's go.
Right, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, I guess all in all, 3,500 gold lead for RotM here, 13 minutes. Poppy is strong.
Yeah, lane caught back up in farm, was behind about 15 to 20 earlier on, and is now even for all intents and purposes. So that's really good, and you can see how much that TMS really helping Cavern of Souls out.
Yeah, I mean, actually look at the gold here. Basically the gold diff is just jungle mid off of plates and plates farm and kills. It's like a 50 CS lead here for Aikedo.
Oh, lane with the flash into the W, just going to keep him locked up under turret for a while. Trying to finish him off with the buckler, needs a little reset on cooldown. X-Craze. Going to try to chase him down, get a couple of rockets. If he hadn't have paused on the turret, he might have been out of there, but X-Craze is going to take him down with the missile barrage.
Sorry, that package was hilarious.
Yeah, 0 for 2 on packages so far. He's gotten to the right place, but like his heart's in the right place, but the fire is not, unfortunately.
Like they keep buffing that package damage too. It hasn't been buffed in a little bit, but
Dive, Kakmi and Suda uses the stopwatch, able to buffer out the turret. The shield from the Senna ult buys a little bit of time on the dive. Kakmi and Suda's going to get out. Aikedo's looking to turn this one around. JP's going to fall. Now Yoko Kurama in trouble as well. The Bird Bomb is pretty big from Cool Clone, but that doesn't matter as he's taken down. They're going to split those kills evenly, one for everybody, as they're going to take the bot lane tower now.
up there, Black Soul missed a hook.
Wow, just
can't
the
even hit
worst.
the tower.
Yeah.
Can't hit the stationary target.
So now with those 2 towers down in mid and bottom, all of this jungle is theirs. Black Salt did miss a hook, worth noting, on a moving target even. I don't think he really wanted to hit it anyway. That might have been a little dangerous, might have baited Aikedo into dying. Positives. Yoko Kurama's level 7, by the way. Aikedo's level 10. Just gonna point that one out real quick.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the farm lead we keep mentioning is just growing, which like it's not even like staying even. It's still expanding.
That's a 3,000 gold lead for just Aikedo.
Right, like just look at like the item slots. Like it's jungle items or jungle items and free ass boots versus jungle item full boots umbral longsword. And that's with I mean, I guess now to be fair, Yoko hasn't based just a little bit, so like he could buy like swords. He's got 900 gold, but like, you know, it's still like whatever.
Oh, he missed. If Cavern of Souls gets that cannon, he can go back and buy Trinity Force. Now he's going to have to sit there and think about what he did for a second. JDK is going to get double ulted at the same time, but it doesn't matter as Kakmansuda takes him down. And he couldn't even base. Now he's got to try to fight X-Craze, and that's just not going to go his way. Rest of the team coming to collapse. Senna W sails a little wide. They don't want this fight. I don't know that they don't know that they don't want this fight, but they don't want it. Everybody grouping up around this second Herald, which isn't really an objective, but it's 1630 if it's free, I guess. I
Right,
think
and
I'd
like,
honestly rather have blue side jungle than I'd rather have the second Rift Herald at this point.
Yeah, I mean, why not both? Just take Rift on the way out. I mean, at this point, like what Rift 2, you're basically just trying to break into tier 2s real easy. Like there's no extended siege.
Yeah,
There's like
there's no gold value essentially to it
Right.
unless you can force your opponent to make a bad play, which they've done a couple of times, so maybe it has that intrinsic value. But Rift Herald number 2 going into Aikato's pocket. Oh my god. That was just big one
Q
plus
and a big
phosphorus
one, yeah.
bomb, yeah. There might have been an auto in there.
I don't actually think he was in range to auto. Yeah. Also, like Corky still doesn't have like his Manamune transform. That's still like. I mean, he's 200 off, just under.
Yeah, I mean, he's on pace for
Right,
a typical quirky Manamune.
Right. Soul Tracker, Sun is at 49 now. Now that she's not getting to slap a Nautilus every once in a while, not gathering quite as many souls.
I am not a Senna Soul aficionado. That's quite behind, right? For support Senna.
I played basically only 80 carry Sennas.
Yeah, they're just caught. That package was actually in the right place. That just burned down 2 people. Yoko Karama's in trouble. He can't go back to his clone because he'll just die to everybody else. He's going to try it anyway, though. Cavernous Souls ults in with Hextech Ultimatum. X-Grace is pretty low, but he's not going to go down unless the red buff kills him. JDK is, for some reason, the person we're watching out of all of this after he just kind of shows up on the scene. And that's another clean couple of kills for ROTM. It'll be a dragon, it'll be a mid-wave. It's whatever they want, basically.
So we're looking at, what, 24 minutes soul? If the game actually extends that long?
Yeah.
And you still have Rift Herald here, and you don't even need it for mid tier 2.
Yeah, Mountain Soul on Poppy and Nautilus, by the way.
Right. There is a lot of magic damage, but is there any money behind the magic damage? Not really.
I mean, everybody's kind of on poverty builds. We're getting close to double Roa stacks, which is a decent spike. You get double Roa stacks plus the Trinity Force across the board, which doesn't suck. Lane just going to go ahead and ult TF out of there. He should be able to run away successful. He didn't need to dodge the Senna ult. That actually might cost him. Second Hammer Shot going to slow him up. Nobody's coming to his defense. They're just leaving him out to dry. It's how long can he take to die? It's quite a while is the answer. And now they're just diving the inhibitor turret. Oh no, Cockman Suda. Why? Black Salt's on a killing spree. That's what we really need to know.
Right. I mean, I think he was against Evolved and Co. yesterday as well.
Gonna hook in. Aikato's pretty low. We didn't get to watch any of his particular fight. X-Craze trying to fight, has the Gatling gun going, gonna get jumped on by Cavern of Souls, and that's a pretty big shutdown, honestly. Now 5 and 4 for Cavern of Souls. He is creeping toward becoming a win condition for Divine Ascension. Still can't lane against Poppy in any regard, but, you know, creeping toward it.
At the very least, the 3 squishies on RotM have to respect. I mean, maybe Graves not so much, because Graves isn't really squishy, but at least if you're X-Crazy or Cockman Suda, that Camille's a threat.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult for X-Craze to be in a side lane by himself. Shuts down a little bit of those 1-3-1 possibilities. You have to take your victories where you can in a game like this. JP almost. That was a couple inches between him and his death there. Is that her hat or a cape that's so long at the extension?
That's a cape. Right, likes using their new technologies. They're like, look, our tails and our capes can move.
Yeah, I think at this point, Aikato, you probably need to file like a formal complaint against this directed camera. Cavern of Souls looking for the engage and won't find it, and now is going to die because Aikido is in the wings, hits him with the slow, burning Ash Arrow from downtown just to top it all off. Clean.
Yep. Not much to review there outside. Oh,
Outside of another hook landing and another Swain potentially dying. Kakman has the item, the hard counter to Swain. Aikedo's really low. He's actually going to fall to an extra auto attack from JP, but that leaves him vulnerable to everybody else collapsing. Another hook from Black Salt will land. JDK kind of stuck inside the wall. The buckler not quite enough, but the volley is for Kakman, and that's an ace. And for some reason, X-Craze is split pushing without teleport on the top side of the map, so he'll take an inhibitor.
Right, just quirky things, I guess, or something. I don't know. But actually, was someone over there? Where's the? Did he get a solo kill over there and we just weren't paying attention, or?
I guess Camille would have been over there.
Well, no. Camille got picked. Camille got picked on bottom.
Oh right, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What happened to the Echo? Because I know Swain died bot jungle. TF died bot jungle.
Yeah, maybe.
I think did he solo kill the Echo?
Yeah, might have solo killed Echo and then just had that push. He wasn't missing any health, so I just kind of assumed he hadn't fought anybody.
Right, but it's a phase rush Echo that doesn't have proto built 23 minutes in. I don't think there's any. Is like there.
Echo is it electrical?
But what if it was event kill?
Anyway, Baron's an objective. Lane is. Or is that Corky? That's X-Craze is teleporting to the tier 1. Just gonna zoom in there. He's moving pretty fast. He's got package. JDK is doing Aikedo's Krugs, the audacity.
Shotgun to the face. And gets his Krugs back.
Oh, and now they're trying to do Aikedo's red buff. Oh, he actually got it. This looks pretty doomed. Everybody's here. Swain ulted?
Right, they were trying to burn it, so Swain popped art trying to, like, burn it.
Oh, that Ash ult! Oh, it got him! Laying over the wall!
And then Lane TP's in to join in it, hopefully.
That I feel like that play needs its own name. That's like a Dongo kill or something, channeled by Inner Donkey. That was fantastic. What a play. Anyway, Nexus turrets are dying. X-Craze is just dueling a Camille because why not? Yeah, that stopwatch is going to just ensure that he dies, essentially. Nexus turret number 2 is going to die, and the Nexus should eventually follow. X-Craze trades with Swain. Not the best usage of resources in that case, but, you know, got to get the DPM stats up. I respect it.
It's like every game I play with him, like, how's he up there so much? And I just realized he just like, I don't care what's happening, I'm fighting. Anyway, I got, like I said, I gotta go run him out there, being special. I'll be back.
All right. So yeah, that was 30 to 13 in kills, 25 minutes. Not the fastest we've seen on the speed run, but pretty entertaining game, all things considered. Aikido started 0-2, finishes 7-3, and that was a pretty special kill that we got to see on the Echo. The Ash ult into the Poppy Hammer Shock and Keeper's Verdict over the wall, and then the Buckler to finish it off because he had vision because of the Hammer Shock. Just chef's kiss. Special shout out, thanks Aikido for your Twitch Prime sub. We really appreciate it. You even get that cute little first badge. Look at you. All right. We're going to take a short break. Winged is out walking his dog currently, or making sure that it goes to the bathroom. So we'll be right back. I'm fixing the BRB slide. There we go. I'll find you some music too, so that you're not too lonely. But now it's just us. We can chat if you want to chat. Chat, how are you feeling today? Did you guys survive Monday? Was it an okay day? This is some pretty hype music. If anybody in the chat is alive out there, if you have something that you want to see for channel points, please let me know. I have a couple of ideas, but nothing like super definite. In other words, I'm going to fix the ones that are there. I don't see much of the value in these things. I think random sub emotes fine. Maybe message highlights fine, but yeah. So like current thoughts, Lane has suggested that I have a high value on me just doing a dramatic reading of the of whichever RotM copy pasta you want, or if you want a different one. And then another option be a bunch of points to have me cast one of your solo or flex queue games.
Alright, just made it back.
Welcome back. We've just been brainstorming ideas for channel points, basically. So we haven't missed too much. Listening to some LEC Champ Select music, because I at least know that most of that isn't going to be copies.
Right. In fact, Riot encourages you to use it.
This game looks like it's going to be even more special than the last one, so some excitement there.
Ah yes, Soraka top.
Oh, spoiler. I need to
Ooh,
set up a
spoiler.
board. You're spoiling them like 3 seconds in the future.
Oh my god. On an actual note, what is this draft supposed to do?
Yeah, we can talk all about that here in a sec.
Right.
I have one answer, but it's not going to be a good answer, so. I guess I have a corollary to that answer. And it's also not a good answer. Oh, if you haven't voted in the Crow final name poll, go do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody I've seen on the stream has voted, but if on the off chance you haven't, I'm gonna close it in like an hour and officially announce the winner. I haven't gotten to use it yet. Let me find. Or the emote's not available yet? I thought it said that they were active.
I think it. Did they already got approved then?
I got an email saying that one of them was approved.
Okay.
Am I middle sticks right now?
You should be signed in as middle six,
Yeah,
I think.
I am. I don't have the emote though. Aikedo, do you have the emote? It should be middle 30 suck, but not doing it much for me.
Right. I mean, as a non-subscriber, I'm not seeing it.
Okay, I guess it's not turned on yet. I'll check and see what that email actually says. The suck emote is the first emote. Tier 2, I think, gets you... I'm eventually going to just move them down.
Right.
It was whatever finished second in the poll. It was Coggers, I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah,
then the third one was the laugh emote that we have. But then, yeah, if we get a new sub slot at any point, or a new emote slot at any point, I'll move it down so that we get Coggers in the tier 1, and then we'll add probably the Tendy Stiff emote. Yeah, I think it's not on yet. We'll figure it out later.
Just... Oh, never mind. It's like, what's my dog doing outside of being lost?
Oh well. Are you ready for game number 2?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'll go ahead. Transition. Boom. All right, welcome back officially. Game number 2 between Divine Ascension Gaming and Return of the Middle Sticks Platinum. If you're ready, Winged, we'll go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And then I'll have the honor of the blue side of the rift. Looking to close out the series will be ROTM Plat, Liposuction Lane on Shen, Aikedo in the jungle on Hecarim, X-Craze in mid on TF, and Cockman Suda and Black Salt on Ashe and Leona. Judging by this, I think we can potentially assume that the Graves Nautilus and potentially Corki were all banned, and we're just going to the next ball pick. Maybe the Poppy.
I don't think you've been Poppy when...
Yeah. Well, sometimes you walk into 5 people at level 1. I don't know what that... I don't know if that's scouted or they were stacking up for another late invade on this red side, but that's already a really good start for ROTM.
Right, it killed this time going over to Cockman Suda, so that's just like an extra 1080 in lane right there. I guess we did, yeah. Back on the red side here, we've got Paradise not back on, but on the red side we've got Caverner Souls on the Inting Soraka top. We've got Yoko Kurama on the Olaf, JDK on the Silas mid, 16 JP and Cool Clone on the Aphelios plus Morgana lane. Aphelios started Cole for that invade.
Yep.
And your Soraka face checked.
Mm-hmm. These are all things that happen.
And you've got melee mid and melee jungle. I know I said this loading in, but I'm trying to comprehend what's the purpose of DAG's draft, and I can't find one.
The big synergies are your supports with your Olaf. It's not the speedy up that you normally see, like with a Yuumi, but you have the heal, you have the black shield. He should be just completely invincible running into frontline. Or alternatively, the other option is perish. Or big healing Pog. That does also sound like a team comp idea. Level 2 hit for Black Salt and Cockman Suda, and they're going to punish Cool Clone and JP for not being up on that wave.
Right, I mean, level 1 Ashe has an ability, level 1 Aphelios doesn't, so I feel like...
Oh! I don't know about that hitbox, but alright. Cool. Yeah, I don't... I'm glad Soraka top is at least going Dorn's Ring, rather than doing like something stupid with Spell Thieves. So that's at least a positive, but I don't... I feel like you're just a free gank if you shove, which he's doing, so that's kind of rough. But now, could pair up with the Olaf. That's actually relatively strong, like top jungle 2v2, especially early on, if Yoko Kurama's not low. That at least feels like kind of a right play, all things considered. X-Craze and JDK exchanging pleasantries. And JDK's going to hit level 4, going with the W. Aikato's here to kick him in the face, forces the flash over the wall. Yoko Kurama now just committed, has the ghost popped and everything. X-Craze will fall. Aikato trying to fight his way out of this, but it's a double kill for Yoko Kurama. And that win condition is, off to a good start, 2-0.
Right. I was going to say, like, if you're going to just run, like, a support top lane, outside of just having, like, the Soraka benefit of pressing R to heal anyone anywhere, like, the more meta thing would be, like, play Lulu top, because, like, that shit's both aids, and then you just slap, like, an Athene's on Olaf, and, like, go have fun.
Yeah, the weirdest part about this to me is the Morgana, honestly. Like, if you're doing a double support thing, I just don't see the value of Morgana, especially with Olaf, who already gets to BCC immune when he Ragnaroks.
I feel like the Morgana is just an answer to Ashe, is probably,
Yeah,
or Ashe plus Leona. They're like, we can black shield it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a lane counter, but it doesn't fit with the rest of the comp, so I don't know if that makes it an understandable pick in that point, but yeah. Yeah, on RTM's side, it's very easy to talk about. You got a shit ton of globals with TF and Shen and Ashe. And this is a little risky. Yoko Kurama comes in, the snare from Aphelios onto Black Salt, has the Aftershock proc, gets bound up. That's a lot of CC, and Yoko Kurama takes home his... Oh, that's not his third kill. Actually, JP snipes it from him, and then abandons his jungler to die as he went a little too deep there. So this game's kind of messy so far. It's 3-2 in kills in favor of Divine Ascension, but they actually have a gold disadvantage because AD is behind in farm, mid's behind in farm, and top is behind in farm.
Right. Plus,
and jungle's behind in farm.
Plus first blood money.
Yeah.
Slight offset, but...
Yeah, they do have a lot of champions that aren't very good at clicking on the minions at this point in the game.
Right. I mean, I was gonna say, I feel like the Shen being up on the Soraka is kind of surprising, just because Soraka solo line is.
It's kind of
like,
hard
yeah,
to farm
it's hard to farm as her, but like you're.
Cockman Suda thought, yeah, he thought too much about that binding and walked back into it, forced the flash out. Black Salt's only level 3, so they actually have this weird level discrepancy where Cockman Suda's going to hit level 6 2 levels before Black Salt does, but both of the enemy bot laners will be in between. Maybe not after this back. This is a good play. That's a dragon for Divine Ascension. This early game's looking a lot more solid than the last game from them. I do think it's weird that JDK is the only one with the DAG, like, club tag.
Right, and he's like the sub on the team. He's not even like, or at least per the Get Rec site, he's like listed as their sub.
Huh. Yeah. Well. Oh, Cavern of Souls has it. Okay. 2 out of 5. RIP club tags, by the way. Pour one out for our TM tag.
The worst part is like when you try to like make RotM in Clash, you can only use like 3 letters for like the Clash tag, and if you try to type out return to the middle sticks, you're off by 1 character.
Yoko Kurama's just dead. They're burning a lot of globals onto him, and X-Craze will take that kill. JDK stole the Shen ult. They could try to make a play here in the next couple of seconds. I don't know where you make a play. You don't have any initiation. But
Right, that's what I was about to say, is like, how do you force outside of like landing a Morg binding?
yeah,
But,
Flash
like,
Morgul.
Right, yeah.
That was the old school initiation.
Wait,
Have you
not
ever-
maxing Q?
Oh, that's a big ult from Aikedo. Yeah, this is kind of what we were talking about, where if you're over pushed, you just kind of die to ganks. Gets the Silas Shen ultimate. Now JDK is going to die for it. Oh, maybe not. Yoko Kurama's here. They're going to turn that one back on Aikedo. Gets knocked down with the brutal swing. I don't think that's the name of the E. Now that I've said that out loud, it's something else.
Actually, it's Reckless Swing. I was like, it sounded close.
Okay. Brutal Strikes is the W, I think. I just mixed the two.
But yeah, that
I'll take a
explains
half
why
point.
Okay, I was like, I was so puzzled watching the Silas farm. I was like, why did his Q do no damage to minions? Because like, part of the fleet footwork build is you max Q first for wave clear. He in fact has 1 point into his Q.
Is he maxing W then?
Yeah.
Okay. I could just click on him and be less lazy about it, but I'll let you tell me the answers anyway.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, they actually turned that play around. They're still behind in gold, despite getting a bunch of extra kills during that, which just kind of speaks to the ability of our team to click on minions and objectives. But, yeah.
I mean, even that's like, that's a lot closer than where it was too. Like it wasn't like a massive gap, and we're not seeing like the same thing bot lane this time. It's like you give a marksman they're a marksman and not a swine bottom. Like,
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is this CS difference in jungle. The casual, handful of camps there is actually keeping him within 200, which allows all the other leads to make their mark. Another bind. They're trying to set up a play. I don't know what they can really look for right now. You've got the globals almost back up for X-Craze and Liposuction lane, and that'll be a big moment. They could look bottom for a play, they could look mid for a play, whatever they want to do. Basically, you can throw a pony at him and give him some help. Aikedo gets spotted, takes a shuriken, takes a dark binding. This is not what you want to see. Forced to ult out of there. X-Craze and JDK just gonna go ahead and trade out in mid. And yeah, that's actually pretty big. That means that you can't go for that dive. Lane is winning these trades until he's losing them, which is unfortunate. I was about to criticize going MR, but then I realized that it's just Chalice, he's just building Athenes, which is basically just saying that I don't care about the lane that I'm against.
right.
Which is probably true. Needs to ult though, yeah. In a lot of trouble. X-Craze also in trouble. JDK stole the TF ult just to get the extra passive proc, and then goes ahead and takes him down with the W. So, still an even gold game, but a lot of blows being exchanged, and DAG mostly coming out on top.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surprising, but I feel like it's just been like a lot of counter initiation. Like RotM will be committing to a play, then in comes Olaf, in comes Soraka.
Yeah, and these champions are all pretty good when you're diving at them. Like Morgana and Aphelios both want you to dive at them. Silas is fine being dove, honestly, especially for an assassin. Yeah, so it's a hard team to make plays on. Maybe that's the big hope. You just hope the enemy kills themselves on you.
Right, that's what I draft around.
Yeah. Silas TF ult gonna get him back toward mid. That's a farther TF ult than I think we saw the entire TF game that he had. That was a good joke. You were supposed to laugh at that one.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out. I was trying to remember whether it was 16 JP. Was he the Senna or was he the Swain?
He was the Senna.
That's why there was such a farm. Okay, no.
It's the second dragon for DAG. Cleanse being forced. Oh, Lane gonna get silenced out of his ult. That was really nice of the directed camera to show us, honestly.
That
was his teleport.
Right.
That's still really nice of the directed camera to show us that. Normally it just ignores it. And we're just left wondering what happened up there. JDK and X-Craze gonna go ahead and duke it out in mid lane, but Aikato's here in bottom. Cool Clone uses the stopwatch to pretty good effect. Aikato dives through, but he'll be able to pick up the kills thanks to a timely arrival by Liposuction lane, and ROTM cleans house in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and I mean, that not necessarily even the kill, but it got it a lot closer. Now it's, what, almost 2k? 1.5?
Boop. And 3.
And
yeah, Shelly dropping helps them out. JDK trades a plate back. Cavern of Souls should be able to grab a plate or two up in top lane as well, but that's not an equalization for the 3 kills in the turret that you just lost in the bottom lane. Ooh, is Shelly going to get a charge? No, it doesn't look like it. Again, thank directed camera for showing us. So now this becomes infinitely harder to play for DAG. Your Aphelios that you kind of need the farm on is going to be stuck, probably rotating to mid, right? You're going to isolate your Silas.
Yeah. Like, Aphelios did just complete all 100 gold stacks right as you're talking about it. I don't know if you noticed, but so he's got, or you should have some money to cash in on. He's got 1,000. Still not enough to complete his IE, but if he sells coal, he does.
Oh, the Ash Arrow going to connect as Lane is here. Black Salt on the flank finds Yoko Kurama in the bush, but Kak Mansuda's there to pick up the kill. And the rotation top lane for the duo lane of ROTM is going to pay off with 1 kill and potentially the inner track on this turret. X-Gray's left to try to defend here in mid. JDK not really getting that push. That was weird looking. Aikato just dashes back through the Ragnarok to Olaf to safety. And now all 4 of them can start wailing on that turret up in top lane. X-Gray's? He's trying to wave clear.
Alright, he's doing what he can.
Yeah. Oh, he's even getting help. Black Salt. What a man. Gonna go down and help X-Gray's. It still kind of weirds me out that that's the default color on that Leona skin. Like the orange. I don't know why that strikes me as weird. Because her base is orange, but I don't know. It looks very strange to me every time I see it.
I feel like I only ever see like the purple chroma.
It is a good chroma, to be fair. Well, that would explain why he was standing there. Oh, everybody disconnecting.
Pause made top DC.
That's Mecha Kingdom's Leona. I think that was a pretty underrated skin line, honestly. I thought they were all pretty cool. Gets the cleanse out. I don't think they can dive, yeah. But the Summoner spell in exchange for the ultimates is a fair trade, but now have to be careful as Yoko Kurama and Cavern of Souls looking to collapse, and they're not really going to find anything. This is a much slower game than game number 1. Much slower than I've been casting, so I'm just kind of
right. I was just going back to like the mecha skin line. Like I feel like, I mean, there's a lot of like, I don't know. Maybe TFT ruined it because we just saw the mecha gear in every game with the Hodge build and stuff there at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have the set skin. They're trying to initiate, but they still don't have anything to initiate with, so this is just going to be RTM walking backwards. I would narrate what's going on, but there's nothing going on. This is actually just nothing happening.
Right. They're pushing their buttons, and they're like, we're not looking...
So this is an interesting dilemma, though, if you're ROTM. You've got 5 seconds on this Infernal Dragon. You have all your Well, you don't have all your ults available. You're missing your 2 from your bottom lane, which are pretty important in the grand scheme of things. Is this something you fight over? It looks like yes is the call from RTM.
Right. I mean, you've already given over 2 Drakes. Like, at this point, you probably are aware that you're up.
Yeah, so it started up. Yoko Kurama is actually reasonably chunked to start off with. Lane's going to be the target. They're trying to funnel into this choke point. The Leona ult gets black shielded away. Is Black Salt going to be the first to fall in the fight? Cool Clone flashes away. Everybody just kind of grouping up on this top part of the fight. Cockman Suda kiting back, but it'll eventually fall as well. Aikido and X-Cray still alive. He'll get stunned up by the Dark Binding. JP kiting back with the Aphelios. That was a really weird fight. That was 2 for 2. The bot lane in exchange for the mid jungle, which means that the dragon should go over to ROTM because Aikedo's still alive, has his smite. But you can maybe look to contest. They have a lot of range. They have a lot of bullshit. X-Craze uses the stopwatch. Taunt goes in. Aikido. Oh, that was a lot of damage actually from the Titanic proc. X-Craze has to be careful. This is an AoE dragon after all. Aikido will smite it down and then look to chase down Cavern of Souls. He's a full health Soraka though, so I don't know exactly what you're going to get done.
Wait, there's a teleport behind Dragon.
Oh, teleport
JDK's
behind Dragon. Yeah, JDK's behind. The GLP misses, but the chains connect, trying to take care of liposuction lane, but the Spirit's Refuge will get him out to safety.
So JDK is maxing his E second. Like, literally just doing everything that you're like. He's just doing backwards of it. I don't.
Somehow, as a result of this, Cockman Suda just takes the mid turret. I don't know why. All I know is that he killed it, and good for him. More gold in the pockets of ROTM. 4,500 gold lead now as it extends off the dragon. That animation always looks so funny when he just kicks the ward in and travels through it. Yeah, Aikido has Trinity Force finish now. He's a pretty big pony. Has to be careful. Just doesn't have the... Like, the one thing I don't like about the Ignite is you're kind of lacking that playmaking potential of having the Ghost or the Flashed to dodge skill shots. So you're just kind of a meat horse almost. You get hit by a Dark Binding, you just kind of sit there.
It's like you just have to rely on like the onslaught of shadows for like not necessarily be unstoppable, but at least for the animation to carry you through whatever CC you get hit by.
Yeah. I know, that's the only thing I don't like about it. We've seen the benefits of it, especially in the last game, where he picked up like 2 or 3 cheeky kills with the Ignite on the Graves.
Right, just the dubstep fade.
But yeah, that would be my my critique, I guess, of the Ignite. Not saying it's wrong or anything, just especially against the Morgana, it feels kind of rough because you get hit by the Binding and you just sit there and think about your life until your kids graduate from college. Ooh, little dash. GLP. JDK just doesn't win this trade in a long form sense, I don't think. Well, especially with Aikido here. That's a lot of healing. Never mind. Well, he missed the Hecarim ult. That was kind of what did him in. And by kinda, I mean entirely. Oh, the Ash ult! Dude, what? What was that damage? That was crazy. Alright, Aikido finishes off JP, and they'll turn this back around on the rest of DAG. Triple kill for Aikido. What a man on that play.
Man, Cool Clone's been like so late on these black shields this entire game. Like, if the intention is to lock in that champion to like deny Ashe ults, you kind of need to, I don't know, deny Ashe ults.
Yeah, now Olaf, the one formerly strong member, he's now back to 5 and 4 on the Olaf. TF just split pushes down the top lane. That feels pretty good. Yeah, all of a sudden the snowball's on off of the back of 2 really strong fights from RTM.
Hey, the mystery.
I really want to see the Aikido Lilia just for the 5 with the 2 lines above it. That cracks me up. It was even funnier when it was the 4 with the 2 lines above it, but he ruined it. He's right on time with that black shield, though.
Right. Sorry, I was looking at gold. It was like, how far behind is Aphelios? Like, whereabouts is he? And I mean,
2,000 gold.
right.
It looks worse because it's the full completed item, essentially, but just because Runeans is pretty cheap.
Right. He's gonna.
So-
He's okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I was gonna try to make you analyze how you win a fight as DAG, but I'm not gonna make you do that. But
Right. The
back to
answer
what
is,
you're
I was gonna say the Aphelios just has to wait for money.
yeah, not this way. Obviously, you don't kind of just walk through the audacity to walk through your own jungle in that situation. With dragon spawning in 20 seconds, without the rest of your team. X-Craze, he's got this Shen ult. I don't know that they can actually kite this one out, especially with the Soraka ult on top. X-Craze fighting with Yoko Kurama has the stopwatch. That's a big taunt from liposuction lane. They're looking to turn this. Aikado's here. They do finish off X-Craze, but at what cost? Yoko Kurama in lane just going to fight that one out to the death honorably, and Cavern of Souls is suddenly the last member alive for Divine Ascension. Tries to flash away, but he's got a speedy pony. Gets red smited. Another slow. And Ashes close the gap. That's enough.
Approach velocity, good rune.
Does he even have approach velocity?
If you're not running approach velocity on Ashe, you're trolling.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Cockman Suda.
Haha, yeah.
Anyway, that'll be the second Infernal Dragon over to RotM as a result of the play. Maybe JDK can steal. Maybe we'll have our minds blown. No.
I was gonna say, Olaf is top right now, so I'd be amazed.
That's why I said it would have blown our minds. It didn't happen.
It's just picked up by Hekram.
Alright, so Aikado's actually just not killable unless you have Grievous right now. And as we do a quick scan, looking at the Grievous items available to Divine Ascension Gaming, there aren't any. So,
Yeah.
Aikado should just take over the game at this point.
They're big brain who we heal a lot. Burr machine, like they forgot about their opponents.
Yeah, and already 2 Executioners and a Bramble Vest available to their opponents as well means that that healing's not quite as effective.
Double Athenes. Huh.
Oh, yeah, more heals for your heal.
Right. I mean, it's a really strong item, but
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't go Glacial on Morgana. Like, you need something, right?
right.
Go with Spooky
For
Ghost.
this team, if you're gonna run the Soraka top, Glacial would
At least one of them should be Glacial IMO. I don't know if that's actually correct, but that's unfortunate. It's Mastery 7. That's not nearly as cool. Give me the Mastery 4 spam. What's everyone think about Samira? She looks pretty cool. I've seen her do really well in the couple of games I watched.
So I cannot say I've played her despite trying to for many hours on PB. I played against her a bunch. And I will say she dies like an 80 carry does support diff.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I don't know. I was watching someone play her top, and that didn't look particularly fun to play against top lane.
Right, no, I feel like it's like if you see her to solo lane, it's like when you see like a Quinn top. Just like have your jungler just gank top once or twice, set her behind, and then she probably just dies a bunch.
Yeah, the only other thing I've noticed is that her ult does actually 1 billion damage.
Right, no, it's the highest like ratio in the game. It's like 700% to 80 ratio or something.
Wait, that's insane. All right, well, I don't know. It's one of the. I've been pretty excited about the last couple of champions. Like Lily is pretty cool. Yone really fucking cool. I couldn't get excited about Samira. Everybody else has been super excited about it, but you know.
I mean, I feel like she just got overlooked because like people started fighting like Seraphine stuff about the same time like the leak happened for Samira.
Yeah, I'm also not super excited about that, but that's because Enchanter support probably not really my niche particularly.
She's a mid laner.
Is she?
Yeah.
Don't they need a support for their? They said they were gonna do like one per role.
Right. There literally was a Reddit post today like a writer had tweeted out about like the next thing coming or
Oh,
like the next stuff coming. So there's information about Mundo rework and then there's like a tank support confirmed for 2020.
oh, okay, interesting. So this isn't our support.
Right. No, she is. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Sarah is a mid laner.
Interesting. X Craze stuns up JDK into the taunt. This is a nice looking play. Spread out the map, and eventually not take down Silas because he gets the thick Soraka ult. JP's on pursuit. They're looking to turn this back around. Lane getting chunked through. X-Cray able to dodge out of the chains, but that's not the correct way to his base. Oh, he teleports out! Alright. Okay, he's fine. This is going to open up the Baron, of course, because, you know, you just saw all 5 people trying to chase a TF and Shen through the jungle. Um, that was
God,
a
this
good,
really.
that was a good ass escape.
I was just thinking of the game we had against the Academy squad last night. Where it's like if this was them, we would have dropped the exact same statement about the finals.
Yeah. Lane probably gonna die here. If he can hit an axe, he'll die. He hit one finally. And yeah, it's just who's gonna get the kill. Somehow Cool Clone gets that kill. That's not exactly the person I'd want it on, but
Right. No, you need to funnel if you're trying to win this game. Like you're 12k down, so you're kind of probably beyond done. But like if you're trying to win the game,
oh, and then he stuck himself on the wall. He's got the
you give it
cleanse and the flash
60
available, but Cavern of Souls is going to be the sacrifice to the ROTM gods, except that he isn't. It's going to be the dragon that's the sacrifice, I guess. This game didn't need to be this long, is kind of what we're getting at, I guess. But it's 13,000. Now you can just hit him with your wallet however you want to. Big initiation from Black Salt as they go in. Aikido fears everybody. Morgana's the first one to fall, followed by Aphelios. Double kill for Aikido. Another extra one for Kakme and Suda. And the Ashe ult just going to force the Ragnarok out that for some reason he hadn't used at that point. Triple kill for Aikido. And Black Salt is just fighting with Yoko Kurama. And it's the full house for Aikido and Kakme and Suda. I think it's weird that that's never cut on. It's 3 kills for one person, 2 for another. Full house.
I don't know. I don't feel like card games are like.
It's an ace. Like you're already using a card.
I mean, fair.
I don't like your.
Hey, it's the Bud Light Ace, sir.
It is the Bud Light ace. That's fair. They really should have trolled X-Craze there and just let him die in the fountain rather than end immediately. But regardless, 25 to 12 on that one. That's quite a bit closer in kill count if you're keeping track at home. It was not closer in gold though. That was just a pretty slow snowball from those 2 big fights that we saw toward the mid game. Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I would actually agree with Aikido there. The Ace is more of like a tennis thing.
yeah.
In the sense of how it's being used, I'd agree.
Why do I hate you? I don't. I I
He's
thought
just
it's
trolling.
funny. It's funny. Haha. All right. Thanks everybody for watching our first affiliate official cast. I don't know what's going on with the emotes. I'll find out and let everybody know. We're also going to post the name of the crow in like 30 minutes. So if you haven't voted, go vote in the crow poll. I think that's all of the loose ends. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Thanks Wing Nation for joining me. I appreciate it. So I didn't have to talk to myself for a while. Yeah. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
See.